Hi guys, welcome back to Life with Carla. On this channel, I do fashion, beauty, lifestyle, home decor, a bit of cooking, and anything else in between. On today's video, I'll be looking at spring essentials for maintaining our well-being. Throughout the video, I'll be looking at maintaining our physical and mental well-being. I'll be looking at activities to maintain our well-being and taking our vitamins. I'll be looking at allergies like hay fever and cupboard fillers. You know, you do stocking fillers in Christmas. Well, I'll be doing cupboard fillers that are essential for every home. So if this is something that you are interested in seeing, well, stick around and let's talk. If you're still here with me, could you just subscribe at the bottom there, somewhere down there? There's a red button. If you click on that, you will never miss another upload from Life with Carla. And for my ride and dies who come back, thank you very much. Welcome again. I appreciate it very much. Spring is in the air and we're in our best mood right now. We have more daylight. Now it's spring here and we are getting sunshine some days. And the days, other days, it's dark and gloomy. Well, not dark and gloomy, it's gray and gloomy and still cold at times. But we're in our colors, as you can see. I'm in my blue today, and this is the time when we start to talk about, oh, I'm gonna get my summer body ready. You know, everybody is in the gym. You know, everybody's out and about running, jogging, having a power walks, I call it, and that is also good. But we tend to miss our mental well-being. We don't seem to talk much about it. I've never heard anyone spoke of hay fever in Jamaica, and that's where I'm from. But since I've been in this country, I've seen and I've heard people suffer. For March coming, really we should have stock up already and get our hay fever products on board. The itchy eye, the runny nose. So we got some stuff that you can use to combat that or to help to reduce the impact of hay fever. And then we will touch on, we're doing a little bit of sunscreen as well. So we're touching on quite a few things. We're touching on sunscreen, touching on activities. So we're doing the entire body we're looking at. A few disclaimer. I am not a health professional, that's one. And secondly, I'm speaking specifically from the NHS website. Wherever you are in the world, refer to your governing body health website. Do your own research as well. So let's get into the video. One of the first things for maintaining our mental, well-being is sunlight. Sunlight plays a big role in mood, in how our mood is seen, how we behave, how we feel in our general self. And so one of the first things that we is to ensure that your home is drenched in sunlight. So you want to start to develop this habit now of just leaving the curtain partially open. Let some sunlight in while you are sleeping. And then when you are awake, you just open your curtains so the sunlight comes in. It sets the pace of your day, as well as, those who are Christians would have done their devotion and they are now ready for the day. Sunlight enhances the serotonin that produces in us. and serotonin is kind of like a happy feeling that we all have within us, and sunlight brings that on, so it makes us be in a better mood. When you are happy, when you're in a good space, your entire behavior changes. um you might ask, what is serotonin? And it is a chemical messenger that's believed to act as mood stabilizer. So it is something that is in you already. You don't have to get it from anywhere. Sunlight helps to make it comes out more. Maybe that's why people in Spain and the Caribbean and are always smiling and happy and cheerful and yeah man, you're all right, you're good. And time gets dark, very to seasonal depression. It comes around that, and the lack of sunlight. Sleep does wonders for us. I have experienced it. When I don't get enough sleep, I wake up and I'm tired. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm in a bad mood, but I'm tired. And when you are tired, what happens? You're not in your best self, because all you want to do is go back to sleep. You're grumpy. You have a sad face, looking like that. Why did you wake me? That kind of attitude. Do you understand what I mean? So getting the appropriate sleep is key. Exercise is also very good too. Yeah, your girl is locking in that area, but there's no time to start then right now. Right now, and we're in the season for it as well. So engaging in exercise helps to relax and uplift the mood and reduces our stress hormone level. If we engage more in activities that utilizes energy, then our stress level goes down and we're in our happy place. Involved in exercise, you have better sleep, you improve your memory, it lifts your mood. You can go biking, you can go swimming. As I mentioned, you can run with your local group, walk with them, engage in spa days with friends. You can make it a day out to the spa, or we now calling it self-care, but again, if the funds aren't there to do a spa day, well, bring the spa home. If you want me to show you my self-care routine, sound off down below and let me know. Get into that time now where we're going for picnics, so you're going to spend time in the park. These things are, the time is right for it now. Now is the time to get involved in your garden. Mine is coming as well, so I'll be sorting out my patio area. That is coming up. You can go to the museum around this time now. They start opening again. Attend flower shows. We have Chelsea Flower Show, which is, I think it's part of the Royal Horticultural Society. That is in London, I think it is. So, those who are interested in things like that nature, you can start to get involved in that. I think that's around May time. London is getting busy again because we are no longer in lockdown. So people still wear masks just to protect themselves. Local area, you can go walk along the canal. There's always like trails along the canal way. You can walk there as well. You can go up into the hills, Wendover Woods. Yes, you can go up there for walks as well. So yeah, so a whole host of activities that we can get involved in, which doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I'm telling you. Why do we need vitamins? So we need vitamins and minerals because they're essential nutrients that our body needs in small amount to work properly and keep us healthy. Now, the foods that we eat should give us all the nutrients that we need from our healthy diet that we eat. We should get all the nutrients that we need. That this our body doesn't absorb things the way we should, and so we end up need extra supplement, and this is where vitamins comes in. So we need these extra supplement to boost our system so we can get the best of ourselves. I know I speak from experience in terms of deficiencies, because I have two deficiencies. I have low blood count, so I do need to take extra supplement to boost that, but I refuse. My low blood count is not at a critical stage. It's not at its lowest, and it's not at its optimum. So the name of, but it's iron supplement I'm supposed to take. But who knows about iron supplement and the side effects? Sound off down below. My next deficiency, I do need to take supplements for that. So I do take the tribes calcium, including vitamin D in that. So I just take one calcium tablet each day, but I do take extra on top of that. Take a vitamin C dissolvable tablet and an extra vitamin D. So I mix them together. Oh, actually, I've got it here too. This is both of them mixed together, and it tastes very nice. So I drink that. So there are several different vitamins and variations of vitamins. However, I'm just speaking specifically of vitamin C and vitamin D. So what does vitamin C does for us? It helps to protect our immune system. It helps to protect cells and keep them healthy, help our skin to remain healthy, regularize our blood vessels, bones, and cartilages. Sources of food where you find vitamin C would be in citrus fruits, oranges, and orange juice. You can make your own. Your salt, no, I was gonna say sultana. Don't laugh at me, please, I beg. No, not sultana, please. Don't go buy satuma. Go get your satumas. In Jamaica, we would call them tangerine, I think. Sure of that. Peppers, strawberries, blackcurrant, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and potatoes are high source of vitamin C. And we need at least 40 milligrams of vitamins per day. More than 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C can cause stomach pain, diarrhea, and flatulence. Look it up if you will know what. Vitamin D, guys, we definitely need vitamin D. Definitely. Especially us melanin people. This is one of the vitamins that are very crucial for us. And so it helps to regulate the amount of calcium and phosphate in our body. It's good for our bones, our teeth, and our muscles. And that's why for myself, like I told you, one of my deficiencies is vitamin D, and I am impacted by that drastically. Again, because I'm a woman over 50 as well, you know, things start to degenerate. And when you lack vitamin D, it escalates even further. A lack of vitamin D, as I said, affects both adult and children, to bone deformities. So it's no respect of person. There you go. It's no respect of person. Um, and as I said, you know, I am um, a living testimony of how vitamin D affects someone. So yeah, so we go on, and the food source that produces vitamin D would be oily fish, such as salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, red meat, eggs, as well as dietary supplements. The body creates its own vitamin D from direct sunlight onto the skin when we are outdoors. Now, sometimes people say, oh, if you stand at the window, because the sun rays hit the glass and it gets hot, you think you can generate you think your body will now produces vitamin D from that. No, it doesn't. The ultraviolet rays doesn't penetrate through the glass to hit your skin for you to start to produce the vitamin D, getting the direct sun into your skin. And I didn't know that. I thought, oh, I could stand at my window, I could stand at my patio doors. Inside is hot. That's enough for me to generate vitamin C, vitamin D, sorry. But it's not. We need to be in the sunlight. My fellow African, Caribbean, South Asian people, we need to be in the direct sun. And I can see why people go away into these sunny countries for holidays. They want their vitamin D. And according to the NHS website, in the UK, late March, early April to the end of September is when most people will be able to make all the vitamin D that they need from the sunlight. Remember, we're not going to make any during the autumn, winter months. This is when we even should be taking more of the supplements. Take your vitamins now. You can still take your vitamins now. Vitamin D to go into the autumn months with. The sun is at its optimum in the UK between 11 to 3 p.m. Produce the vitamin D that we need to regulate our body and expose our forearms. Forearms come right down, lower legs, without any sunscreen. So do you see do you see how this is a double-edged sword here? You need the sunscreen, but in order to produce the vitamin D, we shouldn't put on the sunscreen. However, some of us burn very, very quickly. And so you're going to just have to apply the sunscreen. Unfortunately. You need the sunscreen, but in order for your body to absorb the sunlight, you shouldn't put the sunscreen on. But if you are someone who burns very quickly, then do wear your sunscreen. You wouldn't wear the sunscreen between 11 and 3 p.m. in the UK, because you want to be able to absorb the sun to produce the vitamin D. If that's the period around which they recommend. Just protect yourself. That's it. You don't want to burn yourself, and cancer as well. You know, exposure, too much exposure in the sun is a trigger for skin cancer. So be careful. But us, melanin people, we need it more than the light skinned people. If you're someone who burns very quickly, then you know you're gonna have to use your sunscreen. I'm not quite sure if darker skinned people burns quickly. I have no idea. So you know, as I said, the information I'm giving you, please do your own research. I see that there's a need for it, especially among us melanin people. Do remember your sunscreen at all times. Be careful. Take it with you. Remember, I did say there is stocking fillers. So we have cupboard fillers. We did mention I talk about hay fever. beginning I spoke a little bit about it, that you know how hay fever affects us, and you know this season is when the pollens are at its optimum. It hasn't started yet, but gradually it's going to get there. When the height of when the summer comes up, that's when the pollens are out in the air, and it's a lot of people will be affected by it. So now is when to start to have all the essential things that you're going to need to help you to combat hay fever. Now, I didn't even know that they have hay fever wipes. Imagine you got wipes. So this is to keep your fingers clean, so that even if pollens fall on your fingers, you rub your eye. I think that's a clever idea, is to have some hay fever wipes, especially if you're going to the parks and you're going for days out and things like that. You can have that in your handbag or in your bag that you're carrying, just to make sure you're wiping fingers to minimize the impact experiencing from hay fever. We know about good old Claritin, which is also a syrup that you can take, and this can be taken in this, yeah, 2 years plus can take this one. So adults and children can take this, and it helps to reduce the relief of the sneezing, the runny nose, the itchy eyes, and the hives. We also have Perites, which is I think it's a brand of Peritin. So it does the same thing again. It helps to relieve hay fever, skin allergies, pet allergies. There is also Canase as well. It's also, this is a nasal spray that you can use. That's what it looks like. So you pull the top off and you up in your nose and you're good to go. I didn't take the again, that's what it looks like. There's a measuring cup for you to use, and then we have the 8 tablets in that one. So again, that's for hay fever. And then I'll go back now to vitamins, which I did speak of. So these are the ones that I currently take, as I told you. Vitamin C, which has an orange flavor, and vitamin D, which has lemon and lime flavor, and I mix them both. Just put one each in a cup or in a glass. This is I put it in my glass here. And these kind of like a stopgap. It fills a gap. If your body has some form of deficiency, rather than saying, okay, here, take the vitamin C and bring it up to that level, they might say, okay, take some multivitamins, because then the multivitamin has all of the other vitamins, and that will just kind of fill a gap until. But don't underestimate multivitamins. I don't normally take them every day. I just take them now and then when I want to. This gives me with extra energy release. This has extra energy release as well, but it's for women over 50 plus. So I don't necessarily have to take them together because they're the same. I'll take one lot, and when this one is finished, then I can move on to that one. So I've got 48 tablets in total that I can take. And then I go look at, so this sunscreen, again, you have this in your home, you can have this in your handbag, in your car, at the office, you know, just have them around you, because they're very, very, very important. You can, this is a liquid that you apply like a moisturizer. You can have the, oh, this is, that's a spray one, sorry. Yeah, you can have the spray one as well, and you can have also the one you pour out and apply that to your skin. It is recommended that you do not take below 30. So there's 30, SPF 30 and above. There's also 50 as well, but I thought I'll just work with the 30. And also my moisturizer that I use on my face, my L'Oreal Infallible, has SPF 15 in that as well. So there is some SPF as well, you know, that I'm using on a regular basis. Bug, that's a bug cooling spray that we could have in our cupboard as well, and take that around with us. You can have it in our car, because now the bugs are out as well. It's not only us out, the bugs too. They're in their element now, so you might be stung or bitten, and you could spray this on it, and it helps to cool the area. People take this on holidays if they're going to exotic countries, in your malaria injection or your malaria tablet. Yeah, you can have your bug cooling spray as well. Also, I bought these. That's also if you're bitten by any creepy crawlies, to this calamine lotion. Calamine lotion, you can rub that on your skin. This is also good for a friend of mine daughter had chicken pox, and she was itching a lot, and she just applied some of that on it as well. That just helps to cool and soothe the area, so that you're not itching a lot, because the itch and fingernail, you know, bacteria is under there. It gets into you scratch, and it breaks the skin, and the infection starts. So, you know, just have these handy around the homes, you know, if you're being stung by a bee or wasp, or if you don't have an allergy that you have to be rushed to the doctor, to the hospital, the emergency service, you know, then you could just use the calamine cream to apply that. It says relieve mild sunburn and other minor skin conditions. So there you go, sunburn as well. If you have sunburn, that's good for that too. Voltarol, if you have any strain and sprains, you could use that to apply on the area. It's good for back and muscle pain relief as well. So now we're out and we're running and we're doing more exercise than normal. We tend now to have these strains and sprains. You can use that to apply on it. That's good to keep into the cupboards at home. And I have two more things here, which they're not necessarily spring essentials, but I saw them and I thought, oh, I'll pick them up too. And this is for those who have smelly feet and smelly shoes. They're not necessarily spring essentials, because you can have smelly feet all year round. But I think that this time of the year, when the sun is up more than anything else, you will find that you may have smelly feet. We're in savers. Saver, good old savers. Yeah, you can find lots of gems, lots of gems in savers. So guys, this is where we end the video, because I've covered all the areas that I wanted to cover in this spring essential. So guys, thank you very much for joining me on this this discovery. Ensure that you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and somewhere down there, I don't know where it is, but it's down there somewhere, leave all your comments. Sound off down there, all the things I've spoken about that you want to talk about. Yes, get the discussion going down below. Thank you very much for joining Carla on Life with Carla. We'll see you again when we'll be discussing more juicy topics. Thank you, and bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.